Well, g'day everybody, and welcome to the Sunday Shit Show, Season 3, Episode 4. Today on the couch we've got myself, Stu, Geltchy down the end, and our special guest Liam. Big props to this fella, because he's doing something that I really support. So we'll get into that in a sec. So Geltchy, tell us about beers, burgers and brews, and
Okay,
Shittest 100 and all the other.
last episode we said it was time to make some announcements.
We did.
So we'll start off with the actual venue winners.
Rightio.
So first up, Best Brewery for the Sunday Shit Show Awards 2025 is Crafty Monk Brewing, Tingalpa, Queensland.
Well done, Crafty
Congratulations. We'll be getting down to see you soon and drop that and a few other bits and pieces off to you.
Crafty Monk. Beautiful.
Okay. Best Burger Joint. Keeping that one local down the road. Hungry Sailor, Markula.
Well done, Hungry Sailor. We'll be in to see you. You beauty. Great effort. The locals won. Can't believe that. Well, I can. They do a good burger, so good on you, Hungry Sailor.
So we'll venture down the road shortly and
They
see
do good
you
calamari
guys.
just quietly too.
Yeah. And Best Coffee Shop, which a lot of entries in that one, went to a small little cafe in Peachester. Peachester Cafe. Out the back of Beerwah there.
There
So,
you go.
so congratulations to all three venues.
And we have places from all over Australia, so there you go.
Yeah, and it was it's pretty full on. Like, I think next time we wouldn't do all three, we'll break it down into individual ones. We had quite a few people vote. Unfortunately, not everyone gave their name and email, so that's a bit of a minor problem, but we also have to get a winner for the big bag of shit.
The big bag of shit winner, and we've got the dunny on the table.
So, yeah, Liam, you want to reach right into the toilet bowl? You're not a plumber, are you? Give it a good swirl around and see what shit you can pick up.
He's actually an electrician, so he's
Yeah, I'm not used to
he's gone to the dark side.
I'll leave that for my mates to dig in the shit. What do we got here? Neve Whittle.
Neve Whittle. You've got yourself a big bag of shit.
Well done, Neve.
We've got your email, and we're going to be in touch. So
You got a
get
bag
your
of shit
shirt
coming your
size,
way.
and yeah, quite a bit in it. So well done.
Yeah, not a bad bag of shit to be getting hold of.
Yeah, and moving forward, the Shittest 100.
Wow.
That's live.
Tell you what, and what a response we're getting for the Shittest 100.
Yeah, we've got about 50-something songs up now. We still need the rest to get to 100. And there are a lot of shit music out there. So
Yeah.
so you can jump in, you can nominate and vote on the SundayShitShow.com. Get in there and let's make this one happen.
Yeah, get your shittiest song ever,
Yeah.
send it in, and we'll flush it down that toilet.
Yeah. So yeah, looking forward to that one and creating a shirt with the 100 songs and the bands. I think we might even write to the band that wins.
I'm sure they're going to be impressed. Any publicity's good publicity.
I'm hoping it's Oasis.
I don't reckon Oasis will take it out, sorry mate.
Saying that, Liam, have you got a song and a band that irritates the crap out of you?
Mate, a lot of songs over the last 10 years that have made mainstream, but probably one that springs to mind would be, remember a Barbie Girl song? Has that made your list yet?
Yeah.
Oh, it's already on the list.
Yeah, but that's all right.
Yeah.
That's a vote for it.
Well, I'm going Barbie Girl.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we'll put you in, we'll put your vote down for Barbie Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, wow. That's funny. And the funniest thing I get is you drive around, people are listening to the playlist, which is on Spotify so far. Within 1 to 2 minutes, they're singing along. The shittest songs, you know every word to them. That's the sad thing.
That's the thing.
I've had a few people come up to me and they're like, what was that band? The Irish guys, Scottish guys.
Oh,
Walk 100 miles.
yeah, that's on there.
Yeah, that'd be on there.
I've had a few people, have you got that on there? I'm going, yeah,
the other day, Shut Up Your Face.
Oh yeah, shut up. You
There's some oldies. Islands in the Stream, I think Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers. Someone had some childhood trauma to that one.
Has Kanye made it yet?
No, Eminem is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kanye. Who's she again? I've got a T-shirt. It's got Lemmy on the front with his bottle of JD, and it says Kanye. Who's she?
Yeah, even Green Day's made the list.
Wow. You know,
That's
opinions are like arseholes. We've all got one.
the thing. So Stu, you've got Liam here from Norton Music Factory.
Sure do.
You brought along.
Yep, so that's what I wanted to, Liam's got a music venue here on the Sunshine Coast, and it's a bloody ball terror too. So we're going to have a chat to Liam about it, because, these things are it's slowly been a dying thing. And who doesn't like going to watch live music? Fair dinkum. Everyone loves a live band. Everyone likes a night out.
I put it down to people who haven't seen live music myself. You can listen to someone on CDs or that shows me age, doesn't it? Spotify or whatever, however you're watching your music or listening to your music. There's nothing like going to a venue and seeing it live.
Yeah.
Whether it's a big, small venue, 100 people, 300 people, 500 people, 1,000 people, right up to the festival. There's nothing like seeing music played live.
100%. Yeah, it's always fun jumping around.
Puts it all in
totally.
a totally different
Yeah.
context too. You just can't beat that vibe and that.
Oh, totally, mate. Like
Yeah.
even one of the shows, due to the unfortunate demise of the station, we picked up a show for the Terrys.
Yep.
And, I've liked the Terrys for ages, but listening to them on the Spotify, and my daughter goes, "Oh, that's sway music, Dad. They're not going to be jumping around like your usual shows." I'm like, "Sway music?" Well, I've learned something new today. Sway music.
Sway, wow.
But I tell you, mate, there was 520 kids basically at that show, and they were, the gates open. They ran to the front. They stayed there. They sang every single word to every single song, and I'd never seen anything like that. So I got schooled that day, because it's not about me. The shows we put on, it's all about the crowd, the bands, and when you come to our venue, you'll understand why.
Yeah, I think over the years too, like seeing support bands and bands you don't know,
It blows you away.
raw energy. Like for me, years ago, I got to see doubleheader of Tumbleweed and Monster Magnet up there with one of the best shows I'd ever went to. I'd never even heard of Monster Magnet at that point. And
Yeah.
wow. And then remember seeing Regurgitator years ago with the Boredoms from Japan. Live, the Boredoms were unreal. 2 drummers, dude doing backflip. To me, they were singing in Japanese or whatever. I'm like, wow, I found this sick new band. Go to HMV to get their CD, and it's just like the Rolling Stones. So I was like, yeah. So sometimes a live show, it just captures something totally different.
Yeah, it does, and the energy, it goes both ways. If the band's having fun on stage, it flows out to the crowd, and then the crowd gives it back, and you can just feel the energy. The 2 different shows we had on the weekend, 2 totally different crowds. We have an 80s synth pop tribute cover band, Vox Neon. They're incredible. If you like your 80s music, but once again, there's over 400 people there singing every word, dancing the whole night away. Last night we had what we called our Flesh Fest, which was a hardcore metal show. A lot smaller crowd, but everyone that was there loved every second of it. And so, nothing beats seeing that stuff live.
Mm.
Yeah, you can't beat live music.
So get out and support all your live venues, folks, because they need it.
Do you think COVID was part of the destroyer of the live scene, or do you think it was insurances and other issues pre-COVID, and it was just like the nail in the coffin?
I think it definitely contributed to it. I mean, we weren't a venue before COVID. We actually started by accident, and that started to happen on the back end of COVID.
Yeah.
But I think people probably got used to not having to go out to be entertained, because you were forced to stay home. And obviously with Spotify and YouTube and and all that. So I think maybe the younger generation, and I think also because of the way music's changed over the last decade or so, you know, if you went back into the 80s and 90s, most of the acts on our charts would have been Australian bands,
Yeah.
not solo artists. Whereas now, a lot of the artists that are in the charts are internationals, and most of them would be like solo artists.
True, yeah.
That have their own bands. So, you know, and I don't know if the younger people, like when I grew up in North Queensland, and so we would go to pubs and see the Angels, or you'd go to pubs and see Midnight Oil,
Yeah.
things like that. And that was very cool back then.
And it was buzzing, like, and it was affordable too. Like,
Correct,
your entry was affordable.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, beer, whatever you like. You could have a really good night out, or even, you know, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night out.
Yeah, yeah.
And whereas now it's sort of, you're saving a lot of money just to go see some bands. It's sort of become,
It's outrageous, some of them.
Yeah.
You know.
and is that just due to inflation and the cost of living, and that you think because
the
it obviously
insurance has gone through.
it costs a lot of money to put a show on.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I think it all contributes. But I mean, if I were to think back to being a first-year apprentice in 1991, I got paid $181.50 on Thursday. I was broke by probably Saturday morning most weeks.
But I tell you what, you got a lot of money's worth for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a good time. Dollar pots back then.
Yeah.
Dollar pots.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember 50-cent drinks at a few of the clubs around here when I was
It used
young.
to be
You know.
like $3 for a jug.
Yeah. Well, those days are long gone. So,
Good on
you know,
you.
it's a challenge for us to try and keep the prices down. Like you mentioned, the cost of beers and that, it is a challenge for us to keep the prices down. Like for us to make margins of what we should be trying to make, we should have another $2 or $3 on a beer.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, they've stopped the tax for a little bit increasing, but still, and it's
We're the most overtaxed country in the world, mate.
for everything.
Everything. We're just being bent over, and
Yeah.
it's shocking. I won't say too much though, because we keep getting black banned by YouTube. So
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it all contributes, you know, to your point. You know,
even the cost of living, like for a band to come, if they've got to stay in a hotel overnight, transport, like even just stop at the Servo buying a meat pie.
Yep.
It's got that expensive that there's not really any much money left for anyone, whether it's the band, the venue, you know, stuff I'd heard recently was even merch. A lot of bands used to rely on merch to help cover costs and make some money, but then there were some venues taking a percentage of merch sales, which is a hard one because you feel for the venue, but, you know, like it's a bit of a hard one there, and that's a...
Yeah, Geltchy, I get both sides of it. We don't charge for merch. We encourage the bands to sell their merch.
Yeah.
We encourage the bands to bring someone to sell their merch, so we don't have to sell their merch. Because they do. And part of that, I would add to that, for any of you young bands out there that might be watching, pay attention to it. When we get artists come through that do really well out of their merch, it's because the singer is not hiding out the back in the green room.
Exactly.
He's out the front, he's talking to the crowd, he's working the crowd.
yeah,
And then after the show, straight after they're finished, hot and sweaty, out in amongst that crowd, talking to them, trying to sell a couple more T-shirts. And then when you see the numbers of the bands that do well through merch,
that's
what
they
they're
do.
doing.
You go to any suicidal show,
yeah.
like
Head
straight
PM.
off the stage, straight to the merch booth.
Same with Jared. He's
Yeah,
always
yeah,
there. Jared's in the crowd. He loves it.
Yeah.
You know?
So it is still a big thing to do the merch. I just don't think they'll learn, but I think a lot of the younger grassroots bands coming through, and some of the other bands that we think would be more better at it, they could probably pay a little bit more attention to their merch, just to add the cream on top of those shows.
Yeah. Because they don't get it from CD sales now with Spotify.
No.
Like Spotify's like half a cent a play or
What's a
something
CD?
like that, and
Yeah.
What's the
it's
CD?
Yeah.
like and then it's also with the digital age, the music scene's so saturated as well. Someone can start up next week, the right promotion and stuff. They're blowing up online. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and I think that's also changed a lot of the skill sets for grassroots bands as well. That they're trying to be the social media kings. They're trying to sell the music at the same time, and I think it's pretty challenging to get well known now. Like it's all possible, and you can see different ones
a
that
lot more competitive.
blow up really quick. But yeah, because once again, everything's at everyone's fingertips.
Yeah.
It's all there for you. So there is a lot of choice for people. Even for us here in Australia, like back in the 80s, even in the 90s, our Australian bands, from my memory, were just as big as any international bands.
They would
like-
sell out, like, for me, the Sydney Entertainment Centre and that,
Yeah.
you'd have Midnight Oil could sell that out.
Yeah.
2 weeks later, you got Guns N' Roses there.
That's right. Yep.
Like, now it's these massive stadium shows, which I can't stand. They've, I can understand the bands doing it. They're the
Yeah,
ones
but-
that seem to make money.
Why do you want to go and see a live band, be a kilometre away watching a screen?
Exactly.
So you're paying $500 to go watch a band, but you're looking on a screen where you might as well be at home.
Best
I don't get it.
shows I go to are the smaller venues where it's intimate. You're a part of that experience. You're in there. Like,
Yeah, I agree with that. I'm not
You
going to
know?
argue with that one because that's what
I've
we
been
do.
to so many shows in the last 12 months, and
Norton Music Factory, get there.
yeah,
Get
like
behind a
smaller
cloud.
ones and that, and that's all the stuff you're saying, like Speed. They're hanging out at the merch booth. They're in amongst the crowd, like while the support bands are playing. It's like it's it.
Oh, you guys have got some great stuff coming up. You got the models coming soon. You got
Yeah, there's a few nostalgia trips coming up. We've
Yeah.
got, actually this Saturday, we've got Regurgitator. That's going to be packed. It's sold out, standing room only. So if you're thinking of coming, bring your dancing shoes or comfy shoes. And the night before, we've actually got Tobias is doing The Cure. So if you like any music from back then with The Cure,
Love
it's
The
amazing
Cure.
when you put it on, you go, oh, that song, that song, that song.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, there's like, over a dozen songs where you almost remember every word to.
Yeah.
I wonder if you'll play Killing in an Arrow.
I was wondering that myself. Probably unlikely.
You don't hear it
In
on
this
the
day and
radio
age.
anymore.
Jeez,
No.
we'd have no hope of doing a cover of that with
No.
YouTube.
Here we go, blacklisted again, right?
Nah, that's another whole
But,
story.
there's some fantastic shows coming up. Everything down to, like, we do a good blues show. If you like blues, we just had volume 13 of our Bronwyn Street Blues, which, we've done 13 of those shows.
Yeah, wow.
So we'll bring blues artists from anywhere in Australia up. The last one we had Stephen Houck come up from South Australia. And he was just incredible. So you don't have to go to those big festivals or the big stadiums to see incredible artists. You get to see, like Stephen, and he should be, I'm surprised he's not on the massive tours with the big blues acts because he is something special. And
Ash
everyone that
Grunwald.
sees him.
Ash Grunwald, come to Norton Music Factory.
Well, Ash was there maybe 2 years ago now.
Yeah, we need him back.
So we're probably due to get him back. So if
So-
you're listening, Ash.
How do
Come on.
bands get in touch with you, or how's the booking process? How's that work?
Well, we at the moment are very flexible and open to anything. So I take care of most of it.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll have, a lot of the times the booking agents, say for Ash or whoever it might be, will come approach us and say, have you got these dates available? Other shows where I guess I'm sort of the promoter, like the Bronwyn Street Blues series, I will go looking for the bands myself and try and tee up a date where I can get, once I find my headliner, I'll work the show backwards from that.
Backwards, yeah.
Always try and get some local grassroots bands on the gigs. As much as we can. It doesn't always work, but that's been a big thing for us to push the touring bands that we always do want to try and get a local on it.
Yeah,
It sounds simple enough, but sometimes it's a challenge.
Yeah, and quite often you see the same local bands filling that first slot.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So we try and look at who's on, who hasn't played for a while around the coast. We know most of the young local bands. They don't always have to be young either.
You recently had Tim and the boys from Fake News.
that was a great show.
Yeah.
It was a really good show. Everyone pushed really hard to get some numbers there for that. So to have, nearly 300 people in a room like ours going off to some good, punk rock music, it was awesome. It was a great day. Great day.
Good band, Fake News.
Yeah, and they're great guys too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, so if you're a band and you're watching, get up to Norton Music Factory.
What can we do, like, to help promote and help the live music scene? Like, seeing so many venues close and everything happen, there's got to be. Is it government regulations that are causing it? Is it a lack of funding? Like,
from my experience, I put it down to all of it combined, man. There's, is it the cost of living? Is it, the cost of the alcohol or the drinks or the food? Everything's sort of adding up, and I guess there's also so much saturation in the market. Like the back end of last year, within a 3-month period, there might have been, could have been Pink, Lady Gaga, Metallica. Who else was there? There was like 4 or 5 massive shows towards the back end of last year.
That's a funny thing you mentioned that.
Good things. So even though we're not competing for the same band, you're competing for someone's money.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It's so funny how people can get the money for these high-dollar international acts, do that and get to there, when for that they could go to 10 smaller shows.
Well, that's what we were touching on before. And
yeah.
it's like I said, I know if I'm going to pay, if I've got to pay big dollars, I was looking at going to Metallica.
Same here, and then I just went,
by the time I had a look at it, I was going to be sitting way up the back of the stadium to watch a screen. Otherwise, I'm looking at ants on a stage.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No, I'd rather
watch it. I'd rather watch it on TV.
Spend $40 or $50, Sometime,
yeah. I'll go and spend $50 and come to Norton Music Factory and have a great night.
We'll be there.
Yeah. Bloody oath.
But yeah, and I think that's
people don't drink as much either now, and that's
no.
so it's
and unfortunately, from the venue side of it, that's why we try and keep our prices. There's a tipping point, right? If we go too high, people just won't drink. We only make money if we sell booze and food. That's it. So if there were another way of doing it, we probably would. But it's that tipping point of trying to keep them coming back to the bar. It is a tough one, man. Like you're saying, you could have come to 10 shows. Price of the Metallica. The Metallica gig was bloody awesome, though. I did go.
I love Metallica, but I wasn't going to be at the top of Suncorp Stadium.
Yeah.
All the time.
I get it, mate. I went to the Guns N' Roses one, and something was going on with the sound. It just wasn't as awesome where we were, and we were down on the floor. And that's not the first time I've been to a large show, and the sound leaves a bit to be desired. So you can have the best sound equipment, the best engineers, the best everything there, and sometimes it just doesn't come off. So when I go to those type of concerts, I do get a bit disappointed.
Yeah.
I saw Metallica at the Brisbane Entertainment Centre, and I'll still say it was the best concert I've ever been to in my life.
Yeah.
It was smoking. The sound was fantastic.
Yeah.
Awesome night.
Yeah, it usually is a good show at the entertainment centre.
So,
Good on your pineapple.
Yeah, so if you're getting out to a venue, buy some food. If you drink, buy some drinks. Do what you can to help.
And if you
Help
are
keep it
here,
going.
if you live on the sunny coast or you're up here on a holiday, check out Norton Music Factory. Get down there and watch a band, because I can tell you, it is awesome. Great venue.
Excellent.
It's not in a out there location that you can't get to, and it's worth getting down to.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that works for us, Stu, is where we're located. We're not on the glitter strip. You're not in amongst all the restaurants and places like that. So, that could be considered a con. But the flip side of that is that people that come to our venue are there for one reason.
Yeah.
And that's the bands on stage, live music. It's always a great atmosphere. You get people that have come for the first time and they're like, oh, how did I not know this place existed? And I'll be back and I'll bring my friends. And so back to what you were saying earlier about how can you support the industry as a whole, not just the venues. It is just as simple as going to live shows.
Grab your mates.
If it's not our venue, go to the Soul Bar, go to the Precinct, go to what venues have you got up this way?
Oh, you got Black Box.
Black Box. Go to Black Box.
Black Flag Brewing is starting.
Black Flag Brewing.
Mort's Brewing. Unfortunately, they had co-defendants didn't make it there recently because their visas got denied. But I was looking forward to that. But that's another.
COOLTOWN Brewing Company. They got Drowning Tourists coming on.
Yeah. So there's a heap of small venues, and us as residents and living here, we need to support.
Yeah, 100%.
Support the people that are having a go.
Yeah, and because if places like us disappear, I don't want to get all negative or anything, but my fear is by the time my kids have kids, there will be no live music venues left. The only ones that are going to be left are pubs with pokies and, a little side stage on the side, where the horses are playing and the pokies are on and you're trying to watch a band and the footy's on. And whether or not those sort of conglomerates will support the grassroots music, I'm not so sure. But by the time my kids have kids, that would be my greatest fear, that the magic just disappears because that's what these young kids, like you had the Wave Raiders here the other week. There's so many cool young bands on the coast, everything from country music to heavy metal to punk to whatever you want. There's so many cool bands on the coast. And unless people go out and see them,
they're
it gets to a point where you go, oh shit, I'm getting paid on my 9 to 5. Is doing this music thing even worth it? And so once that starts disappearing,
the passion starts to.
And it's a hard slog, man. Being in a band with a few bandmates, I think being married's hard. doing it with a few of your best mates usually that don't always agree. It can be tough, and especially
Shit hits the fan.
And when they're going on tour, like I guarantee you, most of the young, not necessarily younger, but the grassroots bands or the not that middle tier, upper tier bands that are touring around Australia right now, they're probably paying to go on tour.
It's got to cost
they're
them
taking
money.
holidays from their jobs. They're paying for the fuel. They're paying for the bands. Like it's a hard slog. So that's why we will always, as long as we're still going, we will always support the grassroots bands.
I love it, and that's just so important to put that back into the youth and into the younger ones, because that is, like I said, that's the next generation coming through. And things are getting tougher and tougher, even with social media and everything else. So much stuff is suppressed that we've got to do everything to fight that.
So Liam, what's your just give everyone your handles on social media and everything so people can find you?
Oh, we're easy. It's just you just search Norton Music Factory on Instagram, Facebook. They're the main ones we use.
Okay,
There you go.
We'll put some links up on the website on SundayShitShow.com and on the blog post for the episode. So if you're on the coast, be sure to get down there.
And even chuck a
you won't be
photo up so
disappointed.
people can't miss where
Tag
you're going.
him, that's
So get amongst it.
Thanks for your support, guys. It's good to see other people trying to support the music industry on the coast. It's great.
No, we're right behind you, mate. 100%.
Yeah, so I suppose that then leads us into music. So Liam, you got a song or something that's been tickling your ears a bit lately you'd like to it'll go on our Sunday Shit Show Volume 3 playlist?
Well, I'm glad you asked. No, what's been really, I can't get out of my head lately, we've actually got a show coming up April 24. a band called Rollerball.
Ah, yeah.
You know them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Rollerball, yeah, I've rediscovered them.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be playing at our joint. And man, I forgot how much I love them.
Yeah, oh, they're sick.
So get some Rollerball in you. Start out, just put them on Spotify or whatever you're listening to. Start out with a song called Lifetime.
Yeah.
And then just let it flow, because you can just turn that on and it'll just, yeah, all their songs are different, but they're all good. It's sort of a cross between, I don't know, stoner rock and blues.
Yeah. One of the guys from Tumbleweed in Rollerball?
Oh, could be. Yeah.
I'll have to get and check, yeah.
But yeah, the guitarist, man, he is the riffmeister. He has got some deadly riffs going down, and I could listen to Rollerball all day.
Yeah, that's sick. What about you, Stu? What have you got this episode?
I'm going the chats pub feed.
Could be one of those right there.
Yeah, that's right. I'm hungry.
I had a good pub feed the other week for my niece's birthday, so that's cool. Keeping it local.
Keeping it local, keeping it real. Bit hungry, so pub feed.
All right, for me, I discovered this. I don't know if it's a band or exactly what it is. The description is the guy's sort of an anarchist, electronic sort of punk, called Black Sheep with a V instead of an A, from America. And it's just been popping up on my Spotify release radar. I will go into this a little bit more because this is interesting. But the song by Black Helicopters, Sheep, all I'm going to say is the picture says it all. There's a picture of a person draped in an American flag with a sheep's head. And I think when we get to our shout-outs, I'm going to expand on that a little bit more. But it's a top song. Give it a listen. You want to give your middle finger to the so-called free world. Black Helicopters.
Oh yeah, Black Helicopters. You got it live on the shit show.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's going to lead us into surf news. There's not a great deal going, but local clubs have all started back up for the year. So your Yurumba board riders had their first one. We've got Gold Coast Opens underway at the moment.
Yep.
So we'll have results for that in the next shit show. Yeah.
Been a few waves around, hasn't there?
Yeah, not really. It's been pretty average, a bit junky.
Yeah, all right. That's a sunny coast spot.
Oh, junky monkey. I think it's been pretty junky everywhere. I took off from the coast about a week ago because I was over it and did a little road trip and
Just score.
Pretty average.
South of the border. You're off to Mexico.
Went over the border, mate. Hung out with the Mexicans, had some tacos and little waves, but nothing special.
Oh, nice.
What's happening with Fresh Off the Press?
All right. Bit of a panel van scene this episode. I'll start with HQ now. Oh, actually, I've got a reveal down the track. Just a shout out. My mate Spewy, or Johnny Caryard. Don't hear from him too often. He had heart surgery a while ago, but Cars, mate, this guy, I've known him since we were like 16. He's onto it. Sends me a couple of photos the other day. Oh, this is my new project. I'm drawing it soon, mate. It is this nice HX Sandman panel van in purple, mate.
Beautiful.
It is sick. So, shout out to you, Spewy, and I actually sent you a picture of this because I was working on this at the same time. So, done a HQ Sandman, often overlooked. But, so there's a fresh number plate up in them. And then with COOLTOWN Customs, we've done the matching shirt.
Beautiful.
Oh, no, sorry. I've got that wrong. That's the HX.
Yeah.
So we've got that as well. But the thing that's offered in both of them, for a little bit extra, you can pay and actually get it changed to your colour and your wheels. Basically your car for a cheap option to get a custom thing.
Set up your own specs, viewers.
Yeah, and getting a lot of them lately. Like, I've got to start doing a gallery. Every week there's a few new ones going out.
Yeah.
And then we've got the just the 4573 Tattooey COOLTOWN Custom shirt.
Ooh,
So
that one.
That's fresh off the press this episode. Thanks to everyone that supported the local club since the last episode. But these will be online with a 20% discount at the checkout, no codes or nothing.
You'll have to make one of them for me.
Yeah, for the duration of this episode. So yeah, get on it. And that's all available at geltchy.com.au.
There you go.
So yeah, so next year.
Shout outs.
Yep.
Are you shouting out to Geltchy?
I'm screaming
Oh, here we go.
with a friggin' megaphone.
He's always screaming, people. He's never shouting out,
Oh.
he's screaming. He's an angry bastard.
I've actually chilled out a lot, but the media and social media and stuff is just pissing me off to no end. We think we live in this free world and this free society. We can tap into whatever we want.
Are you kidding?
Let me tell you, that's just utter bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Comes back to the
2025.
Black Helicopters song Sheep.
Yep.
We are sheep being herded.
Well, some of us might be.
Just us. Well, we are, whether we like it or not. I'll debate that. And I'm not into conspiracy theories and shit
Well, I
like
am.
that. No.
Well, I am. And I'm proud of it.
This is, with the shit show, we want to bring you the most realist, rawest stuff we can.
Mate, we've been winning medals because all these conspiracies are coming true.
Yeah. So, YouTube. I'm not going to say too much more, but YouTube. Once again, it's a bit like everyone talks about China and its state regulations. Last episode,
Black band.
we
Again.
asked the young band here what scared them. And they said
A certain person's name.
a certain so-called leader of the free world. Right here. Our episode gets shadow banned for political advertising. Go work that out. The first episode this year, we had Dean Parkinson on.
Innocent, very innocent show.
We were talking about his time serving Australia overseas.
Don't say too much.
He mentioned this word. Shadow banned. So it makes us hard to grow and to reach other people because the powers to be or whatever want to control what gets put out there.
Everything's
The
monitored.
algorithms, the AI gets hunted down. They find one word, we don't show up in your feed. So what I really want to ask is go out, search the Sunday Shit Show, watch the episodes, watch as much as you can, because that helps us grow and us get out there. We don't want to change what we do and what we say. That's not who we are.
Wave Raiders played a song on the couch, raw live for us.
Live song, shadow banned as well, because Sony had the rights to the melody, because
Yeah.
it was a cover.
So they've done a cover and shadow banned the song. So we've only had, X amount of views on that song, and it's a little cracker. The boys did well.
Oh, they don't, yeah, check it out.
So look for the song.
Yeah, I don't want to mention it's become to that point where I'm actually better off getting visual cards
Yeah.
and just emitting words and putting cards up, and that's not what the shit show is. We want to be a conversation of mates on the lounge.
There was a guy wrote a book once, and it was 1984. I think we're really getting to that stage fast. So, come on, people,
Yeah.
wake up.
Yeah, it really pisses me off because we put a lot of effort in, we do a lot, we really want to do what we can, and then all of a sudden, oh no one can see that.
No, well, that was a good screen, Geltchy. I'm behind it too.
Yeah, so on that, Liam, have you got a shout out or something you want to give the middle finger to?
The middle finger to.
Well, you can
I obviously
shout out.
misread what the shout out was. I thought I was shouting out.
No, you can either shout out or you can scream.
That's what it is.
I just tend to scream more than I
Right.
shout.
I don't mention screams to when I contact you because he does enough screaming.
Yeah. Well, don't get me started because I could go on as well. But no. My shout out this week is for a local Sunny Coast band. You might have heard of them. They're called Pity Vincent.
Yep.
Yes.
Not sure. Have you had those fellas on the show?
No, love to get them on.
Should get them on. They're really cool fellas. We actually have got them playing with Rollerball as well. 2 shout outs for that show and 1 show.
There you go.
I'm going to that one.
Yeah, no, you'll love it. But yeah, the Pity Vincent lads, they're you know, they're exploring how good they are with social media, and they've had some stuff that, you know, sort of half blowing up a little bit. It's really cool. Their riffs are killer, and they're nice fellas once again. And you know, we've seen them go from previous incarnations of the band to where they are now as the 3-piece. They've got a bit more heavier grungy sound nowadays, but also because they came and supported us last night at our show. So what I say to a lot of the young bands, back to the whole thing about supporting the scene, all you young bands out there, go see other bands.
Oh, definitely.
If you haven't got a show on, there's no excuse for you not to go watch another band. You might actually learn something. It could be your mates playing in another band, it could be a touring band that's been around for a long time. Go learn something from them. You might learn how to control the crowd if you're the front man. You might learn how to look cool while you're playing a guitar solo, whatever it might be. But go watch other bands, learn from them, support them, buy their merch. They might buy yours. They might help you sell a gig. They might get you on the next gig.
Yeah.
You know, we've got to keep this scene revolving with each other, for each other. Because if you're in the music industry, whether you're a venue, a promoter, a band, or a fan, we're all in it together.
Yeah, it's a community. It's
That's right.
not a competition.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lads from Pity Vincent, if you haven't checked them out, check them out. You won't be disappointed.
Man, we'd love to get you guys on here, and same with any other band or creative type person, car nut, whatever. Send us a DM, and sure we can look ahead of our schedule and get you on the lounge.
100%.
So Stu, you don't scream, give us a shout.
Rightio. Well, my shout out is to Liam and the Norton Music Factory, because
awesome.
I'm backing it 100%, and I'm
Yeah.
stoked to have Liam on the show. Stoked to have someone that's backing good bands, keeping the music scene alive. Yeah, that's my shout out. Well done, mate.
Thanks, bro.
And how awesome is it? You guys get overlooked so much, the venue. You always hear like, oh, this venue's shut down, or tickets
this venue's
are too
still
high.
going.
We've got the backbone, someone from behind the scenes that's, and I think that's a really, really good thing, you know.
Yeah.
And he's saying to everyone, let's work in together and let's make the scene grow.
100%. Let's keep it cooking.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
You know.
All right, so that's it for Season 3, Episode 4. I don't do a count on how many episodes in total we've done, but geez, they're rolling on.
That's it. Keep on rolling. We want to thank everyone for liking and subscribing and commenting and voting and doing all the shit that comes along with the shit show.
And don't forget to give YouTube the middle finger and just search us and find us.
Yeah.
Share us with your mates.
And get your shittest song up.
Yeah, that's
Come
the big
on.
one.
Get your votes in.
And I did forget to mention that is the shittest 100 is the Sunday Shit Show with Life Strife right here, .com.au presenting that. So there'll be some Life Strife stuff as well for one lucky voter, and yeah, we'll get it out there.
And it's always life strife when your good venue shuts down. So, you know, get behind these venues and support.
Life Strife when YouTube shadow bans you consistently.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to get on the good shit,
Get on the Sunday Shit Show.
Sunday shit.